Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Juice Baseball channel. And welcome back to another episode of the Montreal Expos Relocation franchise here on MLB The Show 25. Today, we continue the final season of Expos baseball. And we started out the final year very, very good. 45 and 28 through 2 and a couple of weeks of baseball. 2 months and a couple of weeks. 45 and 28. And like I said, this is our best chance to win a World Series. We've played 3 years so far. We made the wild card in year number 1. Didn't do anything with that. Lost in there. Then we did make the playoffs year number 2, but then we got back with 96 wins. Not only did we get back to the postseason, we got all the way to the ALCS. Unfortunately, could not beat anybody there and lost in the ALCS. But we have a good team. The overalls are starting to grow. You love to see it. We are pitching really weird. Clemens is pitching well. Harvey's pitching really well. We brought up Pablo Martinez at the end of last episode. We called down Steve Strasburg because he was really struggling. He was so inconsistent. So we brought up Pablo Martinez because he had grown to a higher overall, which I wasn't expecting. So now Pablo's up here. The lineup is looking really good. We have Bonds on the bench because he was super cold and struggling a lot. So we brought in Samuel Sosa to be the left fielder. We'll see what that can do. We can always move him back if somebody else starts to get cold. We have Rodriguez on the bench for Pete Rose right now, so we've got a lot of guys, a lot of flexibility where we can move people in and out. But today's episode is the All-Star game, the draft, and the trade deadline. Obviously, the draft and the trade deadline don't matter because we're not going any further, so the draft doesn't matter. And the trade deadline doesn't matter because we're not going to make any moves because we're not going to trade anybody. But the All-Star game, that's what matters. So let's get simulated here. Let's finish June. See if we can continue to dominate. Continue to win a bunch of baseball games. We've actually lost a few games this year, which is not what I expected. I mean, we only lost 1 game in the month of June before we ended the last episode. Now we lost 2 to the Astros. That's not ideal. But look at these wins we're going on. We are absolutely cooking right now, although we lose 2 or 3 against the Red Sox. But I mean, the wins are out of control right now. I mean, 58 and 33. If I didn't say it before, this is our best chance to win a World Series. So absolute domination. Clemens is really cooking. Lincecum's cooking amazingly. Martinez is doing well since getting called up. Harvey's pitching fantastic. And Randall Johnson's actually finally coming into his own. It's about time, Randall. About time. What's the lineup doing? Ichiro's cold. We might need to pull Ichiro out a little bit, but he's got 20 home runs. I don't think we can take him out. Cal Ripken's hitting really well. He's hitting over 300. Mauer's unbelievable. Fielder's hitting really well. I mean, everybody's hitting over 300, it feels like. This is kind of a crazy season right now. Trout's not cold anymore, but he is kind of struggling a little bit. Let me get Bonds back into this lineup. How do I get Bonds back into this lineup? Probably, I can't take Sosa. He's hitting over 300. Bonds, I don't think, can play center field. Or at least I don't want him to play center field. Let me just switch Ichiro to center field for a few games and then put Bonds back in right. Or I guess switch it like that so Sosa can play right and then Bonds can play left. Ichiro can play center. It's not that big of a deal. All right, we'll see how that works, although I need to switch that for the other lineup, don't I? So let's put that there. Let's put that there and then that there. Perfect. Okay, so we're going to get Bonds back in the lineup. Joey Mauer's at the plate. We lose that game, though. Are we going to get swept by the Padres? Wow, we got swept by the Padres. Of all teams, really? The Padres? And now we're on a losing streak. Oh, my God. I might as well jump in here. Bottom 7, bases loaded for Bonds. We're on a big losing streak. We got to figure this out. I do want to mention, as I was loading in here, as I always like to mention to you guys when I notice it, they showed me the overall team stats for like home runs and ERA, team ERA and all that kind of stuff. And we lead Major League Baseball in home runs this year. You want to guess by how many? We have 152 team home runs, and we're not even in July just yet. Well, we are in July. We're not even done with July. That is an insane amount of home runs as a team. We are pumping the baseball over the wall so consistently and at such a high clip. It's amazing. 152 home runs. And look at the bottom ticker. Randall Johnson has 123 strikeouts, which is the best in the American League. He leads American League Baseball. And Barry Bonds, or Bartholomew Bonds, will take the RBI double, or RBI single, 2 RBI single, I should say. Can't even speak right now. I'm so flustered by the strikeout total. Randall Johnson. Bartholomew Bonds delivers the game-leading RBI. It's 4-2. And now Samuel Sosa will step up. What's Samuel got up his sleeve? You got all these muscles, Samuel. You got to be able to do something with them. You can't just have these muscles for show. They got to be productive. Got to be productive. Bonds on first. I think Rose is on third. Not 100% sure who's on third. I think it's Peter. Sosa goes down, gets a piece of the slider. I'm surprised he even got a piece of it. That could have been strike three very easily. The Yankees are a half a game back of us in the American League East because we went on such a big losing streak, and that's going to bump Sosa on the shoulder. Brian Baker walks the bases loaded. That brings up Joshua Hamilton. Or doesn't walk the base. He hits Sosa to get the bases loaded. Very interesting decision by Baker. Lost control of that pitch. Can Joshua Hamilton dominate this baseball? We have yet to hit a home run with Joshua Hamilton in this series. I'd like to do that. Let's see what we can do here. Joshua Hamilton into right field. It's going to carry too much. And that'll be the out. But we were able to take a 2-0 lead, or a 2-run lead, I should say. And we're able to hold on for the victory. That's nice. So we come in, we get the win, or get the lead, and then hold on for the win. We get out of the schneid that we were on, the losing streak, very embarrassing losing streak. Shouldn't have gone on that at all. Let's try to get back in the win streak. All right, here's the draft. We don't care about the draft. Let's just go right to it. We're obviously not going to have the first overall pick like we did last year. We have the 28th pick. So let's start the draft. First pick, the Marlins have the first pick, which is not something you ever see, really. And they take Alberto Machado, number 3 ranked prospect. He's got some crazy mutton chops. He's a starting pitcher, and he is a Miami Marlin, or Florida Marlin. Next up, the Rockies take Fred Wildman. I don't know, but he's the number 1 player in the class, ranked by Major League Baseball. He's also a starting pitcher. And then the third pick is the A's taking Silas Flutie. Kind of a reach, but it is what it is. Send to the next Expos pick. Here we go. Who do we have? I really don't care who these guys are because they literally don't matter. It's not like we're even going to create new legends with this because we're not going to the offseason. So let's just take Darren Frey, 88-23 potential. Maybe he's got something pretty nice. I don't know. What else do we got? We got a guy that's 100% scouted here. Tino Jimenez, Chris DaCosta, Caden Taguchi. Let's grab ourselves Tino Jimenez. Another starting pitcher prospect. Send to the next Expos pick. We'll grab... Probably should grab an actual bat. Let's grab a right fielder. Jake Hampton is now an Expo. And then we will grab possibly Junior Casilla. Another starter. What else do we got? We got a closing pitcher. Why not? Why not draft a closer? And then we have one more pick. Let's grab another bat in the lineup so we have that. All right, there we go. Move to the round 5. We'll grab a third baseman in Matt Burkhart. And then our final pick, we will grab a second baseman in Michael Escobedo? Strange name. And that is the 2028 first-year player draft. But now it's time for the Home Run Derby. Do we have anybody participating? It's in Rogers Center in Toronto. We don't have anybody in the Home Run Derby this year, so we won't participate in it. The Pizza Man, Michael Piazza, is coming back from his injury soon. The All-Star Game, who do we have in the All-Star Game? Who's a part of it? Show me the money. Show me the money. Let's get to the Rogers Center so that we can keep it lore accurate with the Home Run Derby. There we go. All right, Matthew Harvey is the starter in the All-Star Game. Hello, thank you. Awesome. Bill Wagner also makes the All-Star Game. And not our guy. We have Edward Diaz, not Edwin Diaz. So we have 2 pitchers that make it with Matthew Harvey. What about hitting? We have nobody. Oh, Joey Mauer, never mind. Joey Mauer in the starting lineup. Joshua Hamilton makes it as a bench bat. And then that is it, I think. Yeah, that's it. So we have 4 players make the All-Star Game. That's pretty impressive. I'll take it. I will take it for sure. And we got 2 starters, including the starter in the pitching as terms of Matthew Harvey. So super, super sick. Let's go dominate with the boys. Now, unfortunately, since we are a relocation team and we go to the All-Star game and they switched to wearing team jerseys for the All-Star game again, they can't get our relocation jerseys for some reason in the All-Star game. So we wear the Rays jerseys, which is who we relocated in the beginning of this series back in the very first episode. And that's not a good start for Matthew Harvey. Elly De La Cruz leadoff double in the All-Star game. All right. But if you don't know how All-Star games work on this channel, we play only with our boys. So anytime our boys are not involved, we quick manage to get to the next time that they are up. So, and since Matthew Harvey is the starter in the All-Star game on the mound, we have to play the 2 innings with Matthew Harvey that All-Star starters get. Let's see if we can get out of danger here, though. Not let Elly De La Cruz score, and he's going to score. Harper puts that into deep left field. Duran's back to make the play, but 95 speed De La Cruz is going to easily make it home. Even if I would have thrown that from left field, he would have made it home very easily. So it's already 1-0 National League. De La Cruz with an RBI or with a double to lead off was never a good idea. We're kind of getting smacked around here. Can I throw the baseball, please? What's going on? Okay, all right. All right. I pressed the button like 3 times. He didn't do anything with it. So that's another double. This time Brent Rooker. We're making Matt Harvey look pretty bad here. The Dark Knight's not playing well. What's going on? Let's figure this the F out. Don't you dare go. Yeah, Joey Mauer's right there. Joey Mauer's not letting you go. Joey Mauer's one of our best pitchers, or best players in general. We do walk the player, though. 3-1 count to Bregman. Bregman's still making All-Star games this late into the series. They're going to run, and it's a swing and a miss, strike 3. Bregman goes down. Harvey gets out of danger slightly, but it's not without its damages because we do allow a run. But we will quick manage until we get to Joey Mauer or back to Matthew Harvey, which we do. So here comes inning number 2, Ozzy Albies making an All-Star appearance. Swing and a miss on the 95 fastball. Let's go with the sinking action here. Little sinker, hardly know her. Grounder to Rengifo. Love me some Luis Rengifo, or Luis Rengifo, whatever his name is. Angels legend. Will Smith, the Fresh Prince. He smacks a baseball foul. Let's try to go slider and see if we can get him chasing. There it is. And he didn't go chasing. He froze. And it's strike 3 called. Another strikeout for Harvey. All right. Lowering that whip and that ERA. Howard Gingerich for the Reds makes the All-Star team. He's got a full count. Let's try to get that slider going again. We froze Will Smith. Why not freeze Howard? He swung over top of it. Another strikeout. That's 3 strikeouts in 2 innings for Harvey. Does allow the 1 run, but that's a pretty solid performance, I'd say. We will keep swinging until we get to Joey Mauer, and unfortunately, he will not be able to get up until the next inning. So let's bring in Logan Gilbert and see what Logan Gilbert can do. Pitching for the Twins nowadays. Okay. 3-run homer, Corbin Carroll. Okay. Tyler Glasnow will come in as Joey Mauer steps to the plate. A 3-run homer. At least it wasn't me that did it. At least it wasn't one of my guys. Slider inside, ball 2. Come on, Glasnow. You know you want to give me something juicy and delicious. They're magically delicious. I know you want to give me something. There it is. Nice little smack into center field. And Joey Mauer will have a base hit in the All-Star game. Good for him. Good for you. Yeah, Joey's excited. Good job, Joey. And now we will keep moving on. Spencer Jones is up. He gets a double play because, of course, he does. We will pitching change for Brian Wu. Woo! See if Brian Wu can have a better outing than Logan Gilbert, but it doesn't look like he can. We're down 5-0 in this game. Nick Lodolo comes in pitching for the Braves. It seems like the National League is going to absolutely whitewash us right now. Max Fried comes in. He's having a great year in the regular season, but in the All-Star game, he did pretty well. Ryan Nelson comes in. Oh, J-Ram gets a single. So that brings up Joey Mauer again. This is Joey's last at bat. He'll get pinch hit by the next time he comes up. But maybe Joey can do some damage here. Joey Mauer into left field. It's going to be shallow, and unfortunately, it's going to be an out. Darn it. I was hoping that could be an electric play or something. It's not going to be doing anything. So we move to the next inning where we pull Max Fried. We bring in Bailey Falter, which is a weird one to be in the All-Star game, but whatever. He did a good job today, or this season. And now we start pinch hitting. Well, after Spencer Jones. He gets on base. Duran will get a pinch hit for probably our guy Joshua Hamilton, I would assume. Yeah, let's bring in Joshua. All right, so we get to jump in right here. Runner on first, nobody out. Joshua Hamilton to the plate. Let's see what we can do with him. I'd love an all-star game home run. That'd be pretty electric. It would be pretty darn electric if I could do that, but I don't know if that's going to be the case. Ooh, no it's not. It's going to be an embarrassing swing and a miss strikeout. Rhett Lauder really pulled the trapdoor out from under me there. That was kind of crazy. Oh, I should have... Oops, I didn't mean to do that. I meant to pinch hit Rengifo. Me bad. We'll bring in Riley Green to be the DH. He grounds out. Bailey Falter will get substituted for Andres Munoz. And now they're starting to pinch hit there, guys. Ohtani comes in off the bench. I forgot Ohtani wasn't even a starter. That's kind of crazy. Judge will get pinch hit for Dylan Cruz. Corey Seager for Bobby Witt. Oh, Bobby. Pete Alonso for Spencer Torkelson, the Torque. And then J-Ram gets substituted for one of these jabronis. Let's do Max Schumann. And he grounds out, because of course he does. We'll bring in Emmanuel Clase. Isaac Paredes comes in. That's kind of cool. All right, Joey Mauer's done, and we'll bring in Adley Rushman. Spencer Jones is done. We'll bring in... We don't have any more outfielders. Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs. I guess I shouldn't have put Riley Green in DH. That's my bad. What do I do here? Let's just put... Can you play outfield? You can play second base. Okay, Mateo can play outfield, so we'll just do that. Jorge Mateo can come in. And then Joshua Hamilton will jump in for the final time. Joshua Hamilton, what's he got for me? What's he got for me? Can you give me a home run and not an embarrassing strikeout? Oh, he gets a ball, two-seamer down low. Come on, Josh. I need you to power this baseball over the right field wall for a two-run homer. It's not going to be a home run. It's going to be a double play to end the inning. Man. So really, Joey Mauer is the best one? I mean, I guess I can't say that because we did have Matthew Harvey play pretty well. He did allow the one run to Ellie De La Cruz earlier in the game. But other than that, he didn't pitch horribly. He had like 3 strikeouts. Did fairly well. It was mainly Logan Gilbert who allowed the runs. And I'm trying to get cute with Howard Gindrich? I don't know how to say the name. But it's a strike 3 anyway. Who cares how to say his name? It doesn't matter what your name is when I'm swinging and throwing you some big-time pitches you can't hit. And now it's Luis Angel Acuna, which I think is the cousin of Ronald Acuna or the nephew, brother. He's something. He's related to Ronald Acuna. I know that. But I can't remember how he's related. And he gets a base hit. He gets a nice little base hit. Good for him. And speaking of, here comes Big Ronnie. We'll see if we can strike out Ronnie or maybe get a double play. A family double play would be pretty sick. Let's try the curveball. And the curveball, he fouls it off, making it a 1-2 count. You know what? There's no way Ronnie can handle the high cheese. There's no way. The stinkiest of all the cheeses. That didn't go very high, did it? Oh, but Hamilton snags it at the wall. You got to be kidding me. Joshua Hamilton steals a homer off the wall in the All-Star game. Oh, mama. I wouldn't have it any other way. What a moment. Put that in the highlight film. Here's the slider. Grounder to Rengifo. He fields onto first, 16 speed. Barely gets him out. Good God, Rengifo, you got to get better at that. If that was anything higher than 16 speed, if that was 20 speed, he probably gets safe there. But that'll be the end of the game because we are going to quick manage out of this. So Rengifo will get substituted for this guy, Walter Bergeron. And then Riley Green will get pinch hit for Tyler Stevenson. and then Dylan Cruz will end the game. So we lose 5-0 in the All-Star game. We kind of got rocked a little bit. Matthew Harvey, unfortunately, is get credit for the loss, but that's kind of sucks. We just didn't have anything going. We had no bat play today. Just nothing in the All-Star game. Absolutely nothing. Let's keep moving on, though. Let's keep moving on. I do want to quickly check if we have anybody in the Futures game, though. What are we working with here? Futures game. What do we got? Show me what we got. We got Jorge Santana, Clay Kershaw. Two guys in the... Oh, James Verlander. Excuse me. I didn't even see him. So the top three guys. And then we've got Boyce Harper, Christopher Bryant. All right. A few participants in the Futures game. Love to see it. But let's keep winning games, please. I'd like to win baseball games, if that was all possible. But it looks like it's not. We are not very consistent, are we? Another day to sign draft picks. We're 64-40, but the Red Sox and Yankees are right there with us. We got to sign all of our draft picks. I mean, we don't have to since we're not going into the offseason, but I'd still like to sign them. And Darren Frey, our first-round pick, gets signed. What about Tino? Tino signs. Tino Jimenez, welcome aboard. And then Junior Castilla comes in. We'll get the other guys offered. What about Josh Henderson? He has decided to sign. Man, everybody's accepting. I'm not used to this. Absolutely not used to this. Usually I have some people being annoying. 45, 47, 42. Let's keep moving on. Please win some baseball games. Xavier Edwards traded from the Marlins to the Guardians for a couple of young prospects, including Chase On, or whatever his name is. Almost there. King Fielder. You know what? We haven't played with King Fielder in a while, so let's jump in. 2-1, we're down in the top of the 8th. King Fielder, maybe he's got some juice. All right, King, what you got for me? Nobody out, top of the 8th, down 2-1 in Cleveland, the land of Cleve. Oh, my mama. That slurve could have been dangerous if it was just a little bit further into the plate. Oh, that could have been a real big pitch. That slider's going to go for a ball. It is a 2-2 count to the King. Come on, what you got for me? Oh, what a pitch. What a pitch. That slider got me chasing. That was a really good slider. But now that brings up Peter Rose. Can Peter Rose deliver something beautiful? Preferably a 2 RBI triple would be super sick. But we'll see what happens. Come on, Peter. You got this. Oh, my God. Tim Herron has me swinging at ghosts right now. I'm swinging at shadows. This is out of control. He's pitching unbelievably well. But I finally got a piece of it there. It might be a double play. 83 speed. Can he beat the throw? Yes, he can. It's a fielder's choice. All right, not ideal, but it does move the tying run to third for Bartholomew Bonds. Does Bonds have anything in the tank? Not swinging at that. Not swinging at that. He's hitting 149 with runners in scoring position. No wonder we had him on the bench. Oh, and that's not going to be anything either. Oh, that's a loud out number 3. And we're probably going to lose this baseball game. Man, just couldn't get anything against Tim Herron of all people. We do end up losing it. Guards take it. Pablo gets the loss. Just not anything going. We got a lot of hits, but the hits didn't amount to anything. Frustrating loss. Frustrating loss. Let's get some wins going here. There we go. A trade for Kennedy Jansen. Everybody wants Kennedy Jansen, don't they? Sign draft picks. We can now offer a contract to you. He's decided to sign. Man, it feels nice to get everybody in the first try. That rarely ever happens. We're 67-42. That Red Sox team is right there with us. We cannot afford to slip up. Another day to sign draft picks. We are very close on those guys, but not yet. Bases loaded for Peter Rose. We get the win. We get the win there. And we can now offer contracts to you. You sign. And you sign. Man, everybody signed first try. That's never happened for me, I don't think. That's pretty nice. I like that a lot. We sweep the A's. Ezekiel Tovar traded from the Rockies to the Braves for a few prospects. And it's the trade deadline today. Obviously, we're not going to be participating in it. Let's just take a little scope of what's going on. So Roger Clemens is pitching really well. He's got 11 wins, but his ERA is a little bit high. Lincecum's also got 11 wins. His ERA is slightly lower. Pablo's pitching fairly well. We know how good Matthew Harvey's been pitching. He was an all-star starter. And Randall Johnson starting to slow down a little bit. He's still got 142 strikeouts, so he is doing really, really well in that department. I don't know. Weird. Very, very weird. What about the lineup? So Ichiro is doing okay. Ripken's starting to cool off a little bit. Maybe it's time to bring back in Dion Jeter. Make that switch. Joey Mauer's obviously amazing. Fielder's still hitting over 300. Hamilton's doing well. Sosa's doing well. Bonds is fine. Peter Rose is struggling slightly. Let's bring in... That's not what I want to do. Let's bring back in Rodriguez and see if maybe he can get some momentum going. And then we've got Robbie Cano, who's doing okay. Not anything too amazing. But maybe these changes can fix things for us. I don't know. Let's figure it out. Let's move past the trade deadline. We already signed all of our draft picks. We lose 3 games in a row to the White Sox. We can't really afford to slip up like this. Luckily, we keep beating up on the A's. Why can't we just play the A's every single day? That'd be super nice if we could. We are 75-47. And we'll play one more series. We'll simulate the series against the Phillies, and that'll be the final series of the episode. If we get one more jump-in moment, we'll jump in, but I don't think we will, and we won't. Okay, so we take 2 of 3 against the Phillies, so that's going to be the end of this episode. We're a game and a half up on the Yankees. A game and a half up on the Yankees. Let's just take a look at our draft picks real quick. So Darren Frey ends up being 86 true potential. Nice. 79 for Tino Jimenez. A couple of low overalls. We get another one down here, Howard Damon, who's a B potential guy, but he's going to be a project. Too bad he's not going to matter. These guys look pretty good. Some of my better draft picks I've had recently. I'm okay with that. But let's take a look at this pitch rotation before we end the video. So Rod Clemens is pitching well. Lincecum, everybody's pitching well. Martinez is doing well. Harvey's doing well. And then Johnson. The whole staff is pitching pretty well. We're just losing games we probably shouldn't. Ichiro's cold again. Jeter's still cold. I'm not sure. I don't know. We'll have to figure it out as we end the episode. But that's going to do it for this one. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, join the Juice Club. Thank you so much for stopping by and watching. I truly appreciate it. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.